Well, when Giorgia Meloni was elected as Italy's leader in 2022, the ABC here at home labelled her far right and asked, is Italy's Prime Minister, Giorgia Meloni, a fascist? And the West Australian went with, election of far-right Italian government prompts warnings for LGBTQI community to rethink travel plans. Please. As usual, the perpetually outraged left struggled to come to terms with a conservative European leader. Well, in fact, Giorgia Meloni has proven herself as a highly successful Prime Minister who is not scared to stand up to the woke and the left, including the EU bureaucrats. She's been praised for her no-nonsense approach to immigration and for getting Italy's border crisis under control. In fact, the number of boat arrivals in Italy has dropped for a 12th consecutive month. I spoke to Italy's Deputy Minister for Enterprises, Valentino Valentini, during his Australia trip and started by asking him why Italy's migration policy has been so successful.
Well, first of all, because we try to address the drivers of immigration. That is to say, in order to stem the flow of migrants, we try to set up a series of agreements with the countries, the border, the Mediterranean. You have to think that we are in the middle of the Mediterranean, that it's just a few hundred miles from Africa to Italy. That's the first place they arrive. So the only way to be successful is to agree with the countries that in the past would have used immigration even as a form of pressure to stop the flow. And that's one side. The second one is to make sure that people realize that Italy is no longer a place where you can freely go. And thirdly, we try to go against what we consider the human traffickers, because another point is, of course, we all have inside ourselves the idea that we have to save people, we have to help people, you have to have some humanitarian attitude, but most of the time you have to think that the people that come up in such big swarms are the prey of traffickers that make a lot of money out of this trade. So we also have to act and operate in order to stem the trade, trying to attack also the human traffickers that are behind this whole phenomenon, which is a global phenomenon and which is not easy to solve. We don't think that we've solved the problem. We started to manage it.